So this is what asthma looks like. I'm getting about 35 palpitations per 5 minute period. See that tooth? That's me. That's me. It's my chest. So Omar Rampersad, 5:56 p.m., March 25th, 2021. So my chest is tagged. And you notice that the EMF is also changing, and it's higher than normal. It's quite high, actually. So that's my heart being tagged. So I just got a palpitation. See that high EF number there? Red alerted. I'm red alerted. Somebody shouted outside the window. My back is also tagged. So the worker's son came out today and shouted, "A real heart attack!" And he shouted it really loud. And my suspicion is that he has ADD or something. Like something is wrong with him. So he can't contain his reaction or the magnitude of his reaction. So everything is exaggerated. I once saw him jumping on top of a car. Hopefully, it was his car. But yeah, and he almost ran me over with his bicycle a few times too on the pavement. Follows me everywhere, shouting at me, effing whore. So today he shouted out today uh, outside my window, "A real heart attack." Well, here is a real heart attack. I am getting asthmatic. As I said, the EKG is showing in an algorithmic fashion, as these numbers are. This is an algorithm here. About 35 can go up to 60. I saw 60 palpitations in a 5 minutes period. So these signals, it makes you swollen internally and externally. So my body is swollen and bloated. It actually it works on the body in such a way that the body retains water, and it messes up your hormones, insulin level, and so on. Because if right now my heart is tagged, as you can tell, if your pancreas is tagged, your sugar level will drop and you will be diagnosed as a diabetic. If your liver is tagged, then of course you're going to have liver problems, and the hormones coming out of the liver is going to be your liver will be stimulated to produce more hormones than normal, so it will be increased. See how high the 2000 is showing up there? That's a red alert on the heart. This is giving Omar Rampersad a real heart attack. So this level of power on my heart has been justified by a file that the Toronto police holds on me that is painting me as the world's biggest criminal. I heard stalking, I heard stealing, I heard flashing, I heard used to be, was, is an escort, a prostitute. Of course, not true. Really good evidence. The cops have really good evidence. And I need to settle down. And also, comments like this. So this is what is justifying turning up the power. So this is evidence that multiple people are logged on to me. The account is global, and I could tell multiple people are logged on to me because multiple parts of my body are tagged. The right obliques, the right kidney area, the heart, the hips, the knee, the thighs, the left leg, and the thighs. So 5 or 6. So if 5 or 6 people took out accounts, and the people who go for accounts are people who I tweet about and expose, or for some reason have an axe to grind with me. So they will go and get an account and accumulate a bunch of lies and register it up with the Toronto police, who are taking part in the targeting. So the Toronto police takes the registration. You see the EMF, how high it is? I noticed that when the EMF number is high, the palpitations are frequent. For some reason, I think the EMF is related to the palpitations. And this is very interesting because this is what the modem shows as well. The EMF is high on a modem. And people are reporting that they are getting they are getting palpitations with the rollout of 5G. 7 minutes, I'll do 10 minutes of this to show the continuous tagging in an algorithmic fashion, and you're seeing the algorithm. So I heard there's nobody to counter-indicate it, counter-intend. So that's the experiment that's being run. You're registered up with a report, and the power is turned up, red alerted, yellow alerted, whatever. And this right now is red alerted, as you can tell by the power. And there's nobody to counter-intend. So the power is going to be turned up until that changes, until that situation changes. So if I go out and somebody shows up around me, follow me, stalk me, and then counter indicate, intend, whatever, then the power might be turned off or turned down. So this is the experiment that's being run by the Toronto police. So I am suspecting that under COVID-19, when there are rules that changes every day, that when people call people in, and I suspect that there are spies that is in the community whose jobs, that are working with the cops, whose jobs, just like the informants who are surveilling me, are working with the cops. For COVID, there are the same idea. There are people who are working with the cops who are calling people in. And I suspect that these people are having the power turned up on them as well. And this is one of the systems that's being brought in under the COVID-19 experiment. I'm not saying the virus is an experiment necessarily, could be, who knows, but it's being used to experiment on people because the vaccine is definitely an experiment. So 10 minutes to demonstrate the algorithm, and you see how many times that 2000 shows up, 2000 plus, red alert. That's how you can tell it's a red alert. And I'll post the EKG underneath this video to show the algorithm that's driving those EKGs, those palpitations and those EKGs. Okay.